Alright, so here's a quick little for sale video on my 1957 Mercury Monterey. Super nice car, very low mileage. The dashboard says 4,000 on it. I don't believe it's 104. I've only owned it for a little while, but this car has been sitting in a garage since the 90s. I'd have to check the date. I think it was like 98 was the last time the woman had driven this. It's a very straight car. It is dirty. I did not have time to wash it. I just had a lot of interest on it and people asking for more details, so I'll just do a quick walk around video. It has been resprayed. Not the original paint on the outside. We open the door, we can see the original colors here. You see it's a slightly, new colors are slightly brighter, but it's not a bad job, not full of too many defects, you know, that I saw at least. The chrome is decent here in the middle, and as you get to the sides it gets worse. It's like really bad on the ends. Rear bumper's the same way. Door handles are starting to get little spots in them. Obviously the stainless is super nice. Taillight bezels have spots. Rear bumper is dirty, but it's not as bad as the front. No real problems with the paint to speak of. Let's do a quick look in the trunk. I got the keys here already set up. Very original trunk. See underneath, no rust in this car. Absolutely no rust. It's the best thing about this car. This car has been put away in a garage for a long time, and if it truly has 4,000 miles on it, this thing never saw the road. I have pictures of the underneath, still has crayon markings on the floor pans, and which are not undercoated. This was not an undercoat car, and if this car spent a lot of time in New Jersey, it would not be this nice if somebody actually drove it on the road. The interior is dirty. The interior carpet's dirty, filthy. The front seat's really nice. A couple spots up top. The rear seat has a water stain over there. And some staining here. Headliner. It's got some, I don't know, mouse holes in it maybe. I don't know why else there'd be holes in the headliner. Little rip here. The dashboard, vinyl is all pulling apart. This is the foam from inside. Every time I drive it, you see, every time I drive it, the foam falls out from the inside. This side's really bad, you know, but let's take a look under the hood. It's very original as well. I have the windows down on this side so you can see it's a 4-door hardtop. This is supposed to be on here, but a little tear here. You know, somebody put some duct tape on here, you know, little things like that. I'm sure nobody would cry too much about. Very original, still has every Ford part you can imagine in here. I did just do a recent tune-up on it earlier this year. Cap, plugs, coils, the points. Rust, like I said, this is the only rust that you'll find in this car from the battery, and it's just surface rust. There's no holes here. It's got a new battery. Just put it in earlier this year, 521. I don't know. I mean, it's a really nice car. The tires are older. There aren't problems with them. They're just the date codes are from, I don't know, the 90s, I believe. The tires are from the 90s. from before it was parked. So the hold air, no problem. Since I've owned it, I never put air in them, and they don't feel flat spotted. I did drive this a little bit, but currently is not registered, so we cannot take it out on the road. But we can start it up, and we can take it for a drive in the parking lot if you want to do that. Do that real quick. 4,179 miles on the odometer currently. When I bought it, the title said 37,000. So they most likely included the tenths, which a lot of people do, which kind of annoys me to no end, but you know. So now the title currently says 41,000, but it appears to be 4,000. You look at the brake pedal, this is what I like to look at. The brake pedal looks brand new. This edge would be worn off if this had a bunch of miles on it. Especially if it had 104,000, that would be very worn. Now look, the clock works. One thing does not work is the radio. The radio is dried out, needs new capacitors most likely. I've fixed them in the past, so I didn't really bother with this car. Oops. Push button transmission. Okay. Brake release. Okay. It's in neutral. Let's give it a little time to warm up here. You know how carburetors are. You know, this would be a really nice driver. Spend a little bit of money on it. Place some of the cosmetic things in here. Make sure it's mechanically sound, and then just drive it. Okay, I don't know if you can hear the idle just came down on the carburetor. Let's put it in drive. Going forward. You know, power steering seems fine. The brakes are tight, and I would say reverse. The driver's front. Here, let me shoot the back. Feels like the driver's front wheel cylinders need to be adjusted. They feel a little tight to me and pull to the left when you're going forward. But yeah, I mean, here we are, cruising along. I mean, this thing's a runner. Just had a brand new gas tank. Neutral. Put the brake on. There's a park. Push the park on. Cancels out all your controls here. Couldn't even use them if you wanted to with the park. But it's a neat car. All the lights work. I don't know if you can see. Oh. Interior light. Headlights. I don't know if, there you go. You should be able to see the headlights or the dash lights coming on. No lights on the dash until we shut it off. Generator, oil light. Everything's working good. As far as I can really tell, I've never had the chance to go through this car. I did want to drive it this summer, and the summer is almost over, and I just do not have the time to go all through it. Just too many other projects going on, and I do not have parking for this anymore. So this winter, if I don't sell it before the winter, I'm going to have to put it in storage, and then the price is going to go up by the month because I'll be paying storage on it. So this would be a really good deal for somebody to buy now, almost the end of the season. Really wouldn't take much to go through it and get it on the road and still drive it before the winter comes, or move it south. You don't have to worry about the winter. But there she is. This is what the windows look like rolled up. This side I keep cracked just for the heat. It does go all the way up. This way. There it is, all the way up. It does come with manuals. I got manuals, I got spare parts, all kind of stuff there. Here's this side. You know, a little bit of, I don't know what wear on here. But there she is. Nice original car. Like I said, I have plenty of pictures of underneath. I do have access to the lift, So if you wanted to come by, we could put it on the lift. You could look underneath. It has new exhaust on the passenger side, new gas tank, and like I said, a bunch of stuff under the hood just to get it running in pretty decent shape. And that's it. 1957 Mercury Monterey.